Alright, now this is the mind of an Antares moon, which, you know what I'm saying, let's talk about astrology now. From a higher pyramid perspective of how we look at it. Because y'all based it off our 360 wheel, we didn't create it to create this sphere of reality, which we call a solar system. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give y'all like a good analysis on what astrology really is. Now, everything like from the Egyptian, from back before then, all that shit, everything played out within the stars, as above so below, and now we in the age of Aquarius, is as below so above. So I need people to get a clear understanding of what's really going on. Now listen, look, your sun, moon, and rising is the most important. Everything an astrologer can tell you about the sun, it equates to your actions. Anything that astrologer can tell you about your moon, it equates to reactions. Anything that an astrologer can tell you about your rising, it equates to personality. So I don't give a fuck if they say your sun, your soul, the moon, your soul, the rising, your ascendant, your soul, because I didn't heard all three of these. It doesn't matter what they just... At the end of the day, they don't even know what the fuck the soul is. So they're just learning. I'm here to kick the real. This is the real. Cause look, when you listen to a person, look, I didn't have to learn none of this shit. I was awakened by real life situations to put pieces together. So when I did end up getting on the internet and shit like that, all this shit did was confirm what I always thought. And then when I really found myself, it really sealed the casket. It really sealed and closed the casket. Death to the old, birth to the new. All day. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to kick the real shit to y'all right now. Because astrology, look, the 12 houses ain't nothing but... What's up, mommy? The 12 houses ain't nothing but a map. And their energy fields. And when a star is a constellation, look at that as a country. Star systems that's manifested out of constellations, look at that as as states. Certain fixed stars, you call them cities. And then within that city, you got hundreds and thousands of people. Call that blood cells and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's just a little analogy. You can flip it in so many ways, but I need you to know that the 12 houses is what me and the 3 other royal stars, the 4 horsemen, that's what we created. And then what came out of those elements was star constellations. Now, star constellations give birth to star systems. So it's only 12 constellations that's home when we talk about this solar system. In this solar system, just one little solar system in this Milky Way galaxy, the 12 zodiac signs, which is Aries through Pisces, is what this solar system calls home. Now, any other constellation or star system you read up on is not from here because I didn't create it. I wasn't part of the creation. So, this is when war happens. When you have other star constellations and other star systems coming here in this solar system, creating influences. You know what I'm saying? So this is where you get Pleiades. This is where you get Orions. This is where you get and you know, I want to make a different thing too, because a lot of people, like, you know, they want to hear about the indigos and shit like that, and I need you to understand, like, indigos is not a star. It's not a Pacific star. To be an indigo child is a planetary alignment. It has nothing to do with your degrees or anything like that. To be an indigo child, your planets all have to be following each other. And it have to be like it has to create a bowl. An indigo, which is a bowl, really. And wherever that bowl is at, that express how or what kind of influences you're gonna have of being an indigo child. But is this your special down here, as above so below, because the planetary alignments was doing something special? That's like say your sun started off in Aries, then your moon would be in Taurus, then your Mercury will be in Gemini, then your Jupiter will be in Cancer. You know what I'm saying? Then your Mars will be in Leo. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. And then if you got planetary alignments like that, and it creates a bowl in the zodiac wheel, which is the 360 in the sky, then you have it'll be a vortex. You'll be an indigo child. So you'll come down here with special abilities because all your planets be aligned with each other. So like where Mars at, it can never fall off because it got the next planet behind it helping it. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all have innate abilities, but y'all niggas ain't no better than nobody else anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to say this too. Your moon sign is the most important. Don't let nobody say your rising sign is the most important and your sun sign is the most important. Your moon sign is where you actually live at. Because say you a Palladian, say you were from 15 degrees Taurus between 15 degrees Gemini. Then somewhere in there you're dealing with Hades and Palladian energy, right? Now, if you're a Palladian, Palladians like to engage because that star constellation is very close to Earth, and Earth is co-ruler of Taurus. So there's some kind of connection going on right now. Yeah. So it's some kind of connection going on right now. So depending on the degree, I can tell you what exactly star you are and what exactly role you plan out. But we just gonna range it right now. Now, if you anywhere in between there, you either a Hades, Palladian. It's a couple other star systems and star constellations that's trying to come take over constellation lands and shit like that. But you can either be that. You could very well have a lot of Medusa energy. Alcyone, Algol, listen. There's very powerful shit going on right now in Taurus and Gemini, right? Okay, now look, I need you to understand, right? Your moon sign, your reactions. Now, what governs reactions? The way you feel, your emotions, the way you feel, your emotions, the way you look at things, your outlook. You know what I'm saying? Your innate being. When you talk to yourself, that's your moon sign talking to your sun sign. That's your reactions having some type of influence on how you act. So as a kid growing up, you're mainly like your rising and your sun sign because you're not using your head that much. So your personality, how you naturally are, is your rising sign, but the way you act and the way you finna start going to school, you finna do things, the way you put the plate in the sink, the way you sip on your bottle as you growing up and stuff like that, that's your sun sign. Now once you start putting your mind into work, life starting to hit you and shit like that, the world you live in is starting to kick up pace. So this is your moon sign, right? So your moon sign actually governs your rising sign and your sun sign, because this is why. Now, you might appear a certain way to somebody. Now, if somebody just now meeting you or something like that, you gonna appear a certain way. 9 times out of 10, this is your rising sign. Because when you're not showing a person your actions or your reactions, these people are just purely starting to get to know you. Like they just purely starting, you know what I'm saying? And even when they do get to know you, your rising sign still come up because this is your personality, like the way you laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, what might be funny to you, what you interested in, shit you're interested in, how you might look, what kind of colors you like, what kind of dress codes you like. That's personality, your emphasis on things, right? Now, when people start seeing your actions, how you are when you doing things, when you getting shit done, when you're doing shit, this is your sun sign, your actions. You know what I'm saying? This is your so when you what kind of job you like might be your rising, but the way you do the job, that's your sun sign. You know what I'm saying? These are your actions and shit like this. Now look, I'm finna give y'all some key things right now of why your moon actually is the most important. Because the way you think, you can actually convince yourself to change your actions, to change your ways. You can actually think to yourself to change your personality. Change the way you are around people. So them 2 points right there makes your moon sign more powerful and more important than your sun and your rising. Now, the sun is here, and it's important, but for what the sun does. The moon is here, and it's important because of what the moon. Now, the moon is the world you live in. So these are deep down ways of how to. If you could learn these deep down ways of analogies on sun and moon, you could pretty much come up with clever ways of how to compare your own sun and moon sign. Now, look, check this out. Your moon sign is where you live at. So I'm just gonna give you a little example right now. Okay, say your moon is in Leo, right? And your sun is in Capricorn, right? Okay, now your actions is Capricorn. Your actions is gonna be trying to build stability, trying to get recognition. You know what I'm saying? The way you like to get recognition is in physical terms, because this is an earth sign we talk about right now. So when the next person, when a fire or water sign doing a good job at work, they can feel to themselves that I've done a good job and I don't need no appreciation. The earth and the air signs a little bit different, especially Capricorn right now. And this is a cardinal energy. So when you're at work, you know you're doing a good job, but you ain't gonna quite feel like that until somebody give you the recognition that you've done a good job that day. You might need a certificate, a free lunch, something, or somebody to come tell you how much they appreciate the job you're doing. That's how you validate it. You validated somebody. You got to make it real. You got to make it tangible. This is Earth Signs 101. You know what I'm saying? So, by that being said, this is your sun sign, this is your actions. So this is your actions, right? Your actions. Now, like I said, your moon sign is in Leo, fire sign. Now, this is the world you live in. Now, what do Leo represents? Leo represents, they like to be the center of attention. They like to, they're very creative, they're very enthusiastic. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? A burst of love. A burst of affection. You know what I'm saying? Flames bursting everywhere. Look at me. I'm blazing. You know what I'm saying? This is Leo, right? So now, this is the world you live in. So if you're at work as a sun sign Capricorn and you're doing a good job and your moon sign is Leo, so you're acting out these Capricorn traits, doing a good job to try to be manager one day, right? And you're doing a damn good job. Your moon, the world you live in, you always you're gonna always want the recognition every goddamn day, because you want to be the center of attention. So you would do a lot of shit. You know you good at doing. You're gonna do it in front of a lot of people every day because you just like the sensation of people saying, man, you're damn good at that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the world you live in. You live in that world of center stage of Leo. So your moon sign governs. Your moon sign governs everything else. So it's like, because say you want to switch it around. You're a sun sign Leo and you're a moon sign Capricorn. Then when you're at work, you're going to do a bunch of shit this is how you act. You automatically going to do a bunch of shit to be in the center stage and do a bunch of shit and talk to everybody and get everybody happy in the mood to work and shit. But see, your Capricorn is the world you live in. You might not necessarily want the recognition all the time. You just want to appear this way. So you might be damn good and you might know everybody. See, by your sun sign, by you acting it out, you're gonna know everybody. You're just gonna know everybody fuck with you, because you're gonna be the one that everybody coming to, like, man, just do this, just do this, just do this. But see, by Capricorn going in your moon, the world you live in, you might not necessarily want the recognition, and when you do get the recognition, you might not feel you're gonna feel appreciated, but you might not feel like you deserve it, because you're gonna feel like you're supposed to work that hard. You know what I'm saying? So really, that Leo sun is just creating an environment for everybody to see what you're doing, because you know you're doing a good job. But in your mind, the world you live in Capricorn, you're gonna look at it like, well, because I'm just gonna do a damn good job at being a Leo, so I could be the boss, and then people are gonna want me to be the boss because they're gonna like my attitude and they're gonna like my actions. And you're just thinking this. You're not actually acting on it. You're just thinking that's what's going to happen because this is the world you live in. You get what I'm saying? So your moon is the world you live, how you see the world. People, we all our own worlds, our own universes. People will never see the world the way you see it. Keyword right there. Straight out the moon. Straight out your mind. People will never perceive something the way you perceive it, and you will never perceive it the way somebody else will perceive it. That's why this is the most powerful. Now, actions might be the same. You know what I'm saying? Now, you might be an Aries, and somebody next to you might be an Aries. Now, the way y'all act might be the same, just in two different fields, because y'all live in two different worlds. Y'all personalities might be different. He might like laughing, he might like hating. But see, y'all both Aries, so he might laugh at extra shit all the time, and he might hate extra all the time. You know what I'm saying? But the world you live in is what's putting you on the path. See? Key shit right there. You know what I'm saying? And the 12 constellations is just a map. So if you are Aries right now, right? Say you are Aries. That's a map for me to know where you at. A lot of the Aries stars itself is in Taurus. See, look, when you get to my shit, when you get on the higher pyramid, and when you start to, this is the mind of an Antares moon. You don't even have to argue Western and Eastern astrology. It's because there's no room. This is like the it verse. There's no room. There's only one. When you're at the top of the pyramid, there's only that last block. There's no other blocks. All the other blocks under it is like, say this is the astrology, say this is the astrology pyramid, right? The top block is astrology, period. What it is, right? Now, every other block under it that start building the whole down under it and shit is, you got branch-offs. You got this astrology, sidereal astrology, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, when you listen to me, you can complete both of these. You know what I'm saying? You could sidereal, verdict, you know what I'm saying, Western, tropical, it's all kind of shits out there, all kind of wills and shit like that. When you listen to me, all these blend into one. Now look, when you talk about sidereal or Eastern, they're going to tell you that if you was born from March 21st to April 21st, you are a Pisces, you're not an Aries, right? Now this is why they do that. Because the Pisces star system, not the constellation, the star system, all the stars that manifested out of that constellation, what created the star system out of Pisces, moved into Aries. So the star system is in the constellation Aries. See, but where do Eastern and sidereal got it fucked up is they still mix and match the houses with the actual. See, what they need to know how to separate. The houses is the zodiac wheel. So if you're born, your sun is in one of these houses. Don't try to mix and confuse people with saying like, okay, well, but all the stars, because the year and the equinox is in a solstice and the axis is this way now, so on here is over here and it been pushed back 30 days because of that. No, what actually happened was the star. And then that's just the look. We changed the motherfucking wheel. The four royal fucking stars. I'm Antares. We changed the whole fucking wheel. I can tell you what the fuck is going on. Motherfucking, it's just the star constellations that moved in. But look, the houses don't move like that. They're trying to move the houses the same way. Look, 2,000 years, the houses might, the whole house chart only move 1 degree. So all your 72 years y'all talking about whatever like that, y'all save that. Now the Western is where the sun and shit appears to be. You know what I'm saying? Now that's weird. So I'm here to tell y'all, look, when you listen to me, it's just a map. That's all it is. And based on sidereal and Western times, it's just time frames that they're trying to argue with. When if you're coming from where I'm coming from, there's no such thing as time. You get it? So look, understand this. When you tell me you're a Taurus, that's a map. So I'm going to say, okay, let me see what degrees you are in Taurus. Then, once I know you're a Taurus, boom, I know what influence you're coming from. You might not be from the Taurus constellation, which you very well can be. There's still stars in the same constellations. But boom, that's gonna tell me what war going on, what kind of energy you carrying, what kind of hatred you carrying, all that. Now then, once I see that and see what Pacific degrees and what Pacific star, then we see where that Pacific star come from. And that star could very well not even be from this solar system. So you can be somebody not from the, like me, I'm going to give y'all an example right now. I'm an Aries, right? I'm a 17 degrees Aries, right? So that's a map. So I go to 17 degrees Aries, right? Boom. Look where that's at. Now, this is Notice 2. The star. This is the star Notice 2 at 17 degrees Aries. The star Notice 2. Boom. Once I know him and see what role he playing, let's see where he's from. He's not from the Aries constellation, or he's not from the Pisces constellation. He's actually not even, he's actually from motherfucking the Draco star constellation. Draco has star systems, but Draco is a constellation that's way over 90 degrees. You know what I'm saying? So this dragon carries over for more than like almost 3 seasons. It carried from spring, summer, to fall. This is a star constellation that's coming in here trying to take over shit. That expands for 3 seasons, for 2 equinoxes and 1 solstice. So it has enough enough star systems to actually come take over. So this is what war is going on right now. So a lot of people from Draco, you might have a lot of people that's from Draco. You might got a lot of Dracolians that might be Aries energy, Cancer energy, Libra energy, even Virgo energy. You might got a lot of Dracolians from all them stars, because it expands. That constellation expands throughout this home constellation, which is the 12 zodiacs. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from Draco. I'm a serpent. I'm Antares moon and a Notice 2 sun from the Draco star constellation. I am a serpent. You know what I'm saying? I am a dark being in the light. I'm a Dracolian. So I'm not even from here already, and my moon sign is part of what created this solar system anyway. So I'm just definitely not here, not from here, infinitely. You know what I'm saying? So, and people got a lot of bad annotations about the Dracolians on the internet, and I've been looking at that too, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This has nothing to do. People don't even know what's going on. You have people who studied for 40, 50 years who have absolutely just don't know what's going on. They have absolutely nothing in their mind that's clinging on to any specific thing of knowing what's going on. They can just tell you what energies is being ramificated from it. But I can tell you what personal situation is